So hello and welcome everyone once again to another video. Hope you all are doing well. It's been a long time actually. I've been quite occupied and I didn't take that much of trades this week. Today I wanted to take this trade, but I was just not feeling confident in this even though my criteria met perfectly. I admit that I was not confident and I just didn't open up the trade. That's all. So I want to speak of Euro USD and GBP USD. And guys, if you are willing to trade live, right, uh, there are a few brokers which I recommend for you all to trade on. And they are regulated tier 1 brokers, which you guys will have no problem trading with, right? So the links are in the description, and then those who register through my link and then those who fund the accounts, right, they're going to receive a few extra perks, extra support from the broker as well as from me as well. Okay, in terms of understanding of market, in terms of education, in terms of uh, taking trades live as well as trade breakdowns and everything. They're going to receive those kinds of extra facilities if they register through my link. So going forward, Euro USD and GBP USD, we had CPI today, which was, of course, it was bearish, and then I had my bearish bias established from the morning. But I just did not open up a trade today because something was holding me back, and then I ended up not taking the trade, which is like bad for me because if all my criterias are met, I usually take a trade because that's what I'm doing on my this little account. If you know on my 50k first what do I call it, evaluation, first stage, right? Phase 1 50k account, I'm up 3% or something, but I'm really focusing on uh, you know executing quality trades and not just rushing into anything, which is really helping my psychology, so you guys should also follow it. So this guy was speaking right here, and we saw in during NFP price dropped down into this fair value gap, which is the 9 a.m. candle, right? You know that the quarter 3 PDRAs, they are higher probability, right? But over here you see price dropping way below, but then into a higher level fair value gap right there. 4 hour, if I'll go now, delete this. You guys see we reacted from this fair value gap from here, where we saw this crack in correlation first, and then price moved up. During CPI, price came back down again, right? From this box which I've created, and I'll show you why we reacted from this. First of all, on a daily time frame, let me delete this. Let me go to the arrow. Okay, we saw the high over here, right, taking out this zone, right, and then price broke down below over here, indicating lower prices, right? But this candle, right, it went up Tuesday, expanded higher because of the crack in correlation below, and then above again we had the same crack in correlation, but then price reacted from this place because for you to confirm a PDRA or confirm a swing point, there should be a crack in correlation, right? So over here, which PDRA am I speaking of? Because here this is the wick, right? This is a wick, but if you know, wicks are also gaps. Wicks act as gaps, wicks act as drawn liquidity for you all. Add the 50% of this wick, which is a gap in itself. Okay, I guess to be an implied fair value gap. But then the fact is this: if you look towards the left, right there, say this candle, the 4th of February, the high of this candle and then the low of this candle. We have what? A fair value gap here, which was inverted here. But then if I extend this fair value gap, since this wick is acting as a gap, which is overlapping this fair value gap, now this zone becomes a balanced price range for price. So price came up, right, on a 1 hour time frame, came up into the 50% of the wick, right? If you remember, this is the 50% of the wick. At that point formed a Kraken correlation before CPI came right at this candle, and then it dropped exactly into the fair value gap again, right there, which is supported by this Kraken correlation. And if you see, this is the open of the new week in pairs, currency pairs, which is the 5 p.m. candle. And this indicator is showing 6 p.m. or 9 p.m. because it's designed by the coder designed it for futures market, right? So we have this thing supporting our bias. But then if you want to be a buyer, you want to be buyer at below the opening, true month open. Okay, this is the true month open, actually the second month opening. So I would not suggest going long, like for a long period of time, because the CPI candle holds immense amount of liquidity above and below it. Okay, and if you miss this opportunity, like for example I missed it today, right? I'll speak of a fact and how human psychology works in the market. I was just sitting on my desk right now. I've been sitting on the desk since before CPI actually, and I've been looking at this thinking that yes, my entry is imminent. I'll be up more like 5% or 10% in the account, and I'll clear out my account. But then this thing actually played out perfectly, but I did not enter. There was a proper fair value get after the Kraken correlation. Sweep of liquidity right there, break in the candles broke down, gave us a CISD, and this was the low risk sell right there, 745. But I was just not confident in it, and then it delivered properly, and now I'm out of it. Now does this thing fade me, or does it make me think that okay, from next, like the next candle opens up, I'll start chasing price? No, I should not do it, because if I rush myself, I know I'm going to hurt myself. This is what has happened with me many times, and this is what happens to you all many times as well. So currently looking at the charts, this is a high which has the sell side, and then here is the buy side. So we have liquidity above this high, we have liquidity below this low, and over here we have liquidity below this low, liquidity above this high, and then this is the internal liquidity, right? So you need to see, it's all a game of waiting actually, seriously. And everyone's perspective is different in this market. Everyone is having a different approach to the market. Everyone you see, or you will hear about, I saw like people trading live today and then hitting their stop losses left and right. While my trade idea was perfect, my trade entry would have been perfect as well on a 15-minute time frame, but I did not take it. So that's also a loss, but at least I did not go into a drawdown. For example, here, my trades, like if I'll take you to this trade, this was the NFP trade right there. I took the entry before the news, during NFP, right? Before, I guess, 5 minutes before NFP, 5 or 10 minutes. This trade lasted for 9 minutes. and then my entry and my losses was like properly managed. Okay, even if I would have taken a loss, this was my target, and my stop loss was, if I'll show you on the trading chart right here, this was my target. Even though I was overall bearish on Euro USD during NFP, post NFP as well, I still took the long. Why? Because it was well under my risk parameters, right? So this was my entry right there. This candle right there, the 730 candle, this was my stop loss, and this was my take profit. I'll take you back over here, right? Why did this happen? Because there we go, London's low was taken here, and there is an SMT. If you'll go look at GBP, there was something else. The story was something else. I'll go on a 1 minute time frame, because 15 minute we go to the 1 minute time frame, right? And actually my entry was at the highs right there. I just left it there, and if I'll keep moving forward, we saw price breaking above, right? And this candle right there formed a CRT at the lows, 15-minute CRT right there. We have a CRT at the lows, we have a clear target up high, we have NFP coming up, right? So I went on a 1 minute time frame, and I just waited for an entry. I didn't enter right there, I did not. I waited for more confirmation. At this point, I guess right before CPI, right there, I guess, yes, was my entry. Not even there. In fact, when it came, crashed back down below. Yep, right there. Here is my entry, okay? And this is my stop loss. And this is my target. And this is not, I've taken this trade actually, like you can see over here. This is I risked 0.5% or something less than that, and then this was the trade right there on C Trader. I love C Trader, I swear. And here we go. If I'll open up, I guess, a few more candles, price came back down again. One more time it came down. 28, 29. This is the thing which scares the people the most. My entry is already hit, so I'm well informed of the risks. I'm well informed, but whatever my criteria of the trade is, it was met. So I took the trade, and then you'll see the reaction of the trade right in the next moment. There you go. Candle opened here. You guys would be thinking my stop loss was hit, but then this wick, it took my profits out right there. So now I'm not FOMOing in or anything, because you gain a lot of confidence and a lot of trust in the system once you study it properly. And from now on onwards, I'll just keep on posting trade executions for you all to learn from. Okay, my mentorship is currently closed, and it was a very cheap mentorship, guys. You guys actually missed a really good offer, but then who's to force you all? We are currently inside this range, so whatever happens after it, we'll see. Okay, so yes, one more thing, I'm gonna be announcing something really good for extreme beginners. I'm working on a website. I'm working on an institution which is solely focusing on people who are really new and they have no idea about the financial markets. So I'll let you guys know, in a few days once the website is up and everything. Website's up and running, and everything is copacetic, perfectly fine. I'll let you guys know. Until then, if you guys are willing to trade live, the links to the broker are in the description. Okay, let me know if you fund the account, so I might add you up into another group. I'm planning something. I'm just gathering people who are funding the account, not just registering. I'm looking for people who are funding the accounts by themselves and trade by themselves as well. All right, until then, good luck and good trading, guys. See you all in the next video.